All right, our next question says, when Chan kissed Malia outside of her condo, she fought the urge to give into her sexual nature. Why is she so uptight? Why is she still so uptight about sex? She likes him and he likes her. Is that not enough? First of all, absolutely not. That's not enough. And we just touched on, what she's wrestling with, going back and forth, especially in this day and age. I mean, I know Rose City is a made up place, but in this day and age, you have to be cautious who you're sharing your body with, and your space with, because you don't know what they're doing. I mean, I've even had a situation where I was in a relationship with somebody for a number of years and they hid so much from me. They were so good at hiding and lying. And, I didn't snoop. I believed that they were a good person. I didn't think that they were lying to me, and even when you hear little stuff, out in the world, it's just like, I didn't see any of that, so you don't pay attention to it. And then when shit hits the fan, it's just like, oh my God, you were doing this whole time and I had no idea. And then all those little things that you heard that you remember, different people saying this, different people saying that, it all starts to make sense, so you have to be cautious, be careful, ask questions, get to know people, check around, ask other people, see what that reputation in the street is like before you're so willing to share your bed and your body and your life with somebody, so I think that's why she's really cautious. And then, especially in Rose City, the moment that you link up with somebody, oh, you're the talk of the town, that word's going to get out there, so she's really cautious in how she carries herself when she goes out, what she says, what she does. It's just part of that Rose City way.
I'm sorry if you guys keep seeing me look to the left. My cat is over here snoring like something terrible. I'm like, I've heard little sounds and stuff, but he's full grown snoring like a man. He's right next to me, so y'all don't hear that? Mouth open and everything. I almost want to put the camera on him, but it means he's comfortable with mommy. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna read it again. Chan. You know what? And I shook my head as she was reading this because that was exactly my question. I'm like, she is really fighting with this, and it's like, why are you still so uptight about this? You guys know how you feel about each other. And it's not just she likes him and he likes her in their situation. I mean, he's met the family. I don't think she's met his yet. But she, he's met the family. He's given a big, to bail out her businesses and stuff, trying to fix Frank's crap. Yeah, they're just, they're vibing. She's already thought about it. The dream stopped. Remember, she was having dreams about this and, throwing it back and everything. And then when she met him, the dream stopped. And now in real life, she's in her bathtub, hey, old boy's about to get this work, and I mean, he about to get it. Okay. And so with them, that was my question, actually. Come on, when they finally do get it in, I swear, you guys gonna see me on here with my lighter, just whoo, come on, it was time. Whoo, I thought that was never gonna happen, but But to answer the question, he likes her. No, that's not enough. But for Chan and Malia, it's more than just them liking each other. They've spent time together. They vibe. They already have that sexual chemistry going. So needs to happen already. Needs to happen. That's my answer. We all answered that, right? I think. No, you didn't get a chance. Okay. Sorry.
Girl, you good. You guys are cracking me up over here. So at least you're like, what's taking so long? Let's do it. Like, oh, Jesus. I think it kind of just, goes back to what we were saying before. She's just moving cautious, and you just don't want to be another name on somebody's, list of, or I say the hit list, you know what I'm saying? Like, people really do have hit lists. It's sad. There was this one rapper, what's his name? Kirko? Yeah. He's a Houston rapper, and he was saying that he had a whole hit list. He was like, when I become famous, everybody who, who wasn't really rocking with me back then like that, I'm about to roll up on him. So he did. He said he went back. He said, I knocked everybody down. I was like, oh my God. And he was like, Dave was like, I don't like you. You ain't got da-da-da-da. I was like, Kirko was fine though, even then. So I was like, I don't know what them girls was talking about, but whatever. He had a hit list, and everybody on the hit list got hit. And then after that, he was like, and I blocked him. And I was like, ooh, you got some hurt, baby. Like, he was like revenge hit list, like, so you just don't want to be on somebody's hit list. Everybody people fake vibes every day. And I think the dating world has changed so much. I think Malia is still like trying to hold on to these traditional values and the way of doing things, but the world looks really, really different. I always tell myself, baby, if I got to go back to being single, yeah, it's not going to be, it'll be fine for me, but like, I don't know. You looking sideways at like Alicia. I'm not taking the shade. I'm saying it'd be fine for me. Like, I'll just take myself off the market. That's what I'm saying, because I'll be getting ghosted left and right. Oh, we talked for 2 weeks and I ain't got the draws yet. Boom. Like, I'm gonna be getting blocked. I'm gonna be getting unfriended. Like, I'm gonna be getting unfollowed. Like, I mean, it's just expected now. It's expected, like, when there's a vibe, when there's that sexual energy and connection. It's just expected, and I feel like, so us waiting a year, that ain't gonna work. 6 months? No, hell no. Okay. So yeah, I'm super old fashioned with it, because when I bust it open, I'm a busted open, right? You won't be disappointed, I promise. Like, I'm gonna do my thug this and whatnot, but it's gonna take time, to get to that point. Like, curious, like, I'm done. I'm just, when you know what you got, when you know that, don't want to brag about myself. Yeah, I have a problem.
Are you sure?
Hey, when you know what you know, you got to be confident in these areas, and I'm very confident in what I do, and I do it well. All right, Mom, please just turn it off. Don't even watch this episode. Curious, like, this is too damn much. Okay, back to what I was saying. Can't go there with everybody, super. I just feel like that's the expectation. I like you, you like me. We've hung out 2 or 3 times. Why not? Do we even have titles in place? Like, do I know enough about you and your family? Like, I mean, God forbid. Like, I don't want to get sucked down with somebody who's crazy. Like we talked about before, family is a big thing. And you can be like, well, you're marrying that person, ain't marrying the family. That's a lie. That's a lie. People's family members, even if like the drama is not directly connected to you, if they're stressing out your spouse, what's that going to do? It's going to cause stress to your household. And I feel bad for my husband, because my family has put me through, and he's just like, I told you to cut him off years ago. And a good number of them have been cut off now. But all these things you have to, there's so many things to factor in just giving your body is something sacred. And I'm going to say, I wish more men knew that about themselves. A lot of men are just, it's just sex, it's just whatever. Your body is sacred. Even as a man, your body is sacred. And you shouldn't just give it away to everybody. And then the crazy part to me is when I hear men tearing women down and calling them names, but they're willing to sleep with them. She's trash. But every time she texts you, hey, you want to come through tonight? Oh, I'm going over to trashy Stacy's house. I would never lay down with anybody that I don't even respect. If you think she's a hoe, a slut, a bad mom, if she got cockroaches, why would you want to go lay your body next to a woman who you feel is a piece of filth or smut? You gotta love yourself, men and women. Don't lay down with anybody until they have your respect. I want to respect you, because that whole experience in the bedroom is about to be really, really different when there's a lot of respect there. If I don't respect you, like, I don't know why I'm here. You smell probably. No, I can't do bad hygiene, but whatever. I'm just going to say that the world has changed, and I think that Malia is still trying to hold on to some form of like some virtue, having some good value, so that she ain't just getting tossed out here in the streets by everybody. Because men will congratulate, oh man, you knocked that down, you hit that, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. They will go in for each other. Oh, nah, man, because I saw him like this week. He had 3 girls on his roster. You let a chick roll up with 3 different dudes and no, because she's going to have an STD. She's going to die alone. Her box is going to malfunction. Like, it's all this crazy stuff, right? Oh, you're going to get pregnant. Nobody's going to know who the daddy is. Like, women get beat up for doing the same things that men do. Women can't act like a man. Says you. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it though. So I feel like, Malia, hold on to the box, baby. Hold on to the box. Like, hold on to the horns of the altar. Hold on as long as you possibly can. Because you got to make sure that he's worth the whole everything. All right, I'm done.
Did you say the horns of the altar? Got it.
You haven't heard that before? Kyria, I know you heard about the horns of the altar. Remember that at church? Okay.
Super old school.
Okay, so I need to remind y'all that I was the one that always got whooped after Sunday school. So maybe that's that's why I missed that. You know, when I think of horns, I think of like, you know, demons or trolls or unicorns or something. So when you're like horns of the altar, I'm like, wait a minute, you know, kind of like that navigating 2 worlds type thing, you know, horns of the altar. This is probably why I was getting whooped. Too busy asking questions and not listening. I'm really horns of the altar. Okay. Why was Malia so hesitant about telling Chan she got into a fight? He saw the bruise on her wrist. Why not just tell him the truth? Kind of like with me and Karina, what we're experiencing with family. You know, it's like, are you really ready for this? Like, you really don't want to know about this. Like, that was just a Tuesday. You know, we get together and we throw down. You know, somebody gonna throw a chair, something gonna happen, somebody gonna say something, the ex got invited. It's always some mess, you know, and she just want to focus on being happy, being romantical, you know, and, you know, even though she's playing with him, having some sexy time, you know, she just want to have some grown up time with Chan and, you know, enjoy a date and whatever, not get into the whole, you know, this bitch Erica, she always showing out and yeah, get ready for her, you know, because once you start kicking with us, you know, you're going to know about, you know, she's just not ready to hop into all that yet. So I think that's why she's hesitant. And, again, going back to him being actually like annoyed, you know, when he first found out about the fight, the first thing that popped in his head was, do I really want to be, is she full of all this drama all the time? Do I really want to be tied up with it? So it's like, that's what she's trying to avoid, you know, she wants to have some time and be with him and enjoy him and vibe and get a whole thing going. I mean, he found out about one fight and was questioning her and the family and whether or not they go have a future. So imagine if she just went into the whole scenario, including, you know, her throwing down, people's titties getting busted. I mean, he just would have been like, oh, okay. Again, do I want to be part of this family? You know? So I think that's why she hesitated and didn't want to tell him the truth. She wasn't ready to open that door yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. She doesn't want to bring that drama. You know, it's just so much, and she doesn't want to scare him away. Little does she know it wouldn't, because his whole life is filled with drama too. But you know, let me look at this question again. That's just the biggest thing. You know, she doesn't want to tell him the truth because there's just a lot of drama. You don't want to bring that to the table. You want you know, you're putting your best foot forward. You want him to see all the good things that you're bringing to the table. You know, we'll take out the trash later. You know, you gonna scoot it aside, cover it up. You know, and honestly, he doesn't need to know. You know, it's not his business as of yet. We're not even together. I mean, they're not even together in a relationship yet. Sorry, I'll be getting really caught up into the story, and I'll be Malia sometimes off camera. So I'll be like, no. Y'all hear my tongue slip up a few times because, yeah, me and Malia will blend. But yeah, that's my answer.
Jesus, yeah, I find myself saying we sometimes, like we, I wasn't even there. This ain't even real. We talking about some we. But yeah, you really get sucked into like the characters and the storyline, and you're like, you see yourself as them. Like there are moments where Tan does stuff, and I'm like, I understand. You know what I mean? Like I could see that perspective of why you would want to or whatever. So yeah, you become the character. Let me go back over the question one more time because I'd be having all kind of stuff in my head. Yeah, why she didn't tell him about this? I mean, that's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Say it in 45 languages. I won't embarrass myself. Like, you have to explain. Well, so what happened? Because, let's be honest. When William told him about the fight, he gonna want to know from A to Z, like, what started this? This is the first time y'all ever got into an altercation. Well, what did she say? Well, she told me that Moneybags Asian dude's about to get wrecked. Like, she said, like, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, what? She said, what about me? And you know, when she was talking about how she was gonna tear you down and how she was gonna make you her little love slut, I just couldn't take it anymore. So he'd be like, oh, your family is like really, really effed up. And then to find out that she's been this way, you know, all these years, and it would question like, and she's still allowed to come around, and what kind of family would not protect you from this type of person? And your granddaddy invited her. Like, you know, it raises a lot of like red flags, questions, and concerns. They're still in the beginning stages of their relationship, and you don't want to like bring all that extra drama. She's like, hey, focus on me. Let me focus on you and your beautiful eyes. Let me focus on you and them teeth. Like, let me focus on what we're building here. Let's do that. That's not. So today, my mother told my sister to, you know, like something that's really toxic and crazy. Like, if your husband doesn't make a new bonus, I want him to quit that job because he's not going to be able to afford that lifestyle, because we may have to look at getting you a new husband. You know, we have to live a certain lifestyle and standard, and he needs to know. Like, you tell somebody that, they're gonna be like, your mom told your sister to divorce her husband if he can't make enough money. All right, this is a really toxic family, right? So that's not something you want to lead with. You know, well, now that we ripped off the Band-Aid, I feel so free with you. Please don't be that free with me on the first like real date. Don't. So that's my thing. I think that she was just embarrassed, and I think that she just didn't want to tell him how effed up her family is. So that was that.